Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so the only sort of position I'm kind of happy about at the moment is an Ethereum one I've got where I'd actually set a long order at 2,400 a while ago, and I'd forgotten about it, to be honest, and during the night it came down and filled, so that is actually 13.99% in profit. It's only $19 profit, but nevertheless, that's there. So that's good. Now, today, of course, is election day in the US, so it's going to shake up the market one way or the other. As I mentioned the other day, my fear is that it's going to be neck and neck, and there's going to be no clear winner. At which point, as Eric Krohn pointed out the other day, the market doesn't like uncertainty, so there might be a big pullback if it's not a clear result. I think otherwise it probably won't make that much difference, but I think the Trump one would be probably favourable for crypto. The Kamala one, I think, will have a delayed effect. That's my thinking anyway. My other thinking is just based on random patterns and things like that. So let's have a look at Bitcoin here. This is actually the 2-hour time frame. I mean, I can see this kind of like bull flag thing here, okay, which goes back to, when's that, 29th of October. And, that looks like a viable pattern to me. And you can see here we've been, bouncing around in this flag since the start of the month, and obviously been as low as 66.5k. This CME close from last Friday still didn't fill. No, almost did on Sunday night. It got really, really close, but not quite there. So to me, it's quite feasible. We could see a pump up there, fill the gap, come down, maybe retest that line there and then shoot up like that, or come back inside the pattern and do a bit more of that. I think all that is very, very feasible, which doesn't help anyone at all. I suppose what is worth looking at is the flagpole from this bull flag is there, and if you were to sort of say, okay, we're going to break out, so let's say about here, then that would give a price, an upper price of around like 76.3, 76.4k, something like that, which would be very nice, wouldn't it? And very feasible. And just zooming out there, I'm thinking, oh, hang on, there's a bit of a parallel channel there, isn't there? Something like that. So maybe we could go in there, come up to about 76, 77k, and then drop back down to 67. How would that be for everyone? I think it would be it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Certainly give some opportunities and also wreck a few people at the same time. So I think the thing to do really is just don't go crazy with leverage, or if you've gone crazy already, make sure you've got plenty of margin to cover a lot of volatility, and just trade safe. Don't listen to anything I've said, and make up your own decisions and be responsible for your own actions. Actually, just zooming out to the weekly, then you could see something like, there was a double top back here back in 2022, and we could have another one here like that. And whereas we came down there, we could probably do something similar, come down here, and then maybe come down to this sort of level here where there was quite a lot of activity, something like 42k sometime next year. Anyway, that's probably getting a bit ahead of ourselves, so let's just have a look at the immediate future and see what we're doing with the Stonksy indicator. So you can see on the 1 hour we've actually been bearish since the start of November, so that's not looking brilliant. So I've got the 30 minute still showing bearish, but in actual fact that is up from when it first went bearish yesterday morning. 15 minute has just gone into a no trade zone. 5 minute is no trade. 3-minute is all over the place, but temporarily bullish. And overall, the market looks fairly green, doesn't it? I think it's going to be a very, very choppy day today, and probably for the next 24 to 48 hours, I would say. Now, I'm going to be on a plane tomorrow morning at like 6 o'clock, heading back to the UK. So I'm going to be back at home about midday. So I'm not intending on being in any big trades unless I see a real opportunity, like, a big pullback to something quite low, and then I might consider going long. I'm not going to be looking for shorts today, mainly because I don't want to be in a big trade whilst I'm on a plane with no internet connection. In other news, for those of you who are into the Chippy token, I did my claim on Friday, and actually received on November the 3rd, which was, when was that? That was Sunday, wasn't it? I actually received 7,500 Chippy, which at that point in time was worth pretty much exactly $20, so that was great. So I got the full refund for my fish and chips. That was great. So that's fish and chips. Also, yesterday as well, we had an AMA with the ZoidPay people. If you want to have a listen to it, just go to my Twitter channel, savewith.crypto, and you'll see that I reposted the Twitter space yesterday, and you can have a listen to that. It's quite good, actually, because what they want to do is they want to approach like meme coin people, people who've made like a load of money with meme coins, and they're trying to sort of cash out on the Jupiter Dex or something like that, and they're not getting the liquidity they want, so they can't really cash it in and sort of buy stuff with it. The idea is they'll be able to use another app and the virtual card to basically sell their meme coins, and then buy a Lambo or whatever they need with another card. Now, this isn't to say okay, they're just going to get into meme coins. It's not that at all. It's just they basically want to get those communities using the app and just increase the usage of the app that way. At the moment, there is no app out on iOS yet, so that's a little bit crap, and it's out of their hands really. It's just down to Apple to approve their app, but meanwhile they're doing stuff to sort of improve the Android one, and there was a new version of that a couple of days ago. So if you've got any questions about that, please do ask me about it, and I'll tell you. But this space here is worth listening to, I reckon. And in response to that, the price of ZoidPay did pretty much bugger all, just up like 1% or so, and didn't really change in eGold value either. eGold took a right battering yesterday and went below $22, down as far as like $21.60. Absolutely awful prices for eGold, unless you're buying it, of course. I'm not buying any more eGold right now, but I kind of feel that I should be, but I don't know. If you are, let me know, because I'd be interested to know your thoughts about eGold. I think the community is still pretty strong, and at the moment there's like Benjamin doing meetings, and there's Adam Bates over in South Korea doing stuff, and the price just plummets. So I'm not quite sure what's happening, really. I think everyone knows my thoughts about eGold. I think the tech of it is brilliant. I think it's a really good crypto. It's just the marketing of it is bloody awful, and nobody knows about it, and consequently it gives the impression that it's dying, but I don't think it is, but I think it's struggling a lot. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. While you're down there, please do make sure you're subscribed and you've got the notifications set and all. If you're in the UK, do enjoy celebrating the fact that somebody tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament years ago. I'll see you probably when I'm back in the UK now. So it's goodbye to sunshine until next April. And above all, tell your friends.